This UFC girl that lost her job. Did you see this Carano girl?
Yeah, man. As a Jew, I think it's not good.
Well, yeah. What did you have any thoughts on it, man?
Look, I think the equivalent it is a complete false equivalency
Of her, what she's making here?
a complete false equivalency. The fact that she has said some things that upset people and they're going after her online is not even close to what Jews had to deal with in the 40s in Germany.
Oh yeah.
It's not even, however, this is, we have to stop canceling people for having different ideas than we have.
Yeah.
That's it.
Even if their ideas are wrong, even if their ideas are deemed wrong. Yeah. It's like, it's gotten to this place where it's like, if somebody, because then you end up with a herd of people who will just never say anything.
But they're angry all the time.
Right.
And so it's Nick Cannon to me was the best example. When I heard what he said, I was like, oh, this dude just doesn't get it.
He doesn't know. Yeah, he's just reading like some bad. He watched some bad Malcolm X thing.
He's regurgitating some false narratives.
And I'm not saying Malcolm X is bad. I'm saying he watched some outtake of Farrakhan or something. Like, there's some videos that get passed around, even by smart people that I know, that I'm like, are you seriously sharing this?
Dude, I could not agree with you more.
There's one that goes around, it's like that, white people are afraid if black people got in power that they would treat white people like they treated black people. And I'm like, this is insane.
I haven't seen that one. Is that a Farrakhan one?
Yeah, I think it was a Farrakhan one. But just some of the stuff that, like, I don't know, just like, it's just so like, I don't know. I can't believe some people would share some things that they share, you know?
I think
this seemed probably, first of all, unnecessary. I think if you feel like you can't be heard, which I think you can't, if you have like, it's not even, if you're not like almost openly, because they had that silence is violence thing, like during BLM, like if you're not openly liberal, a lot of times I feel like you definitely get stared at for not making a lot of the same statements, you know?
Here's the thing, man, but like we're making people scared to speak. So you drive people underground. Yeah. And when you drive people underground, what happens is they get angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier.
And then it probably erupts in something like this.
And then something happens. And for me, like, look, Nick Cannon was the perfect example. When I read it, I'm like, this dude just needs to take him to Auschwitz. Take him to the places that can show him exactly what he's not hearing about this history. Right. And by the way, somebody did, I think Julian Edelman, the dude from the Patriots, Jew, I believe he's the one who might have taken Nick Cannon to Auschwitz and sat down, introduced him to some rabbis. And the rabbis were like, here's the history of Jews. And Nick Cannon was like, got it. Right. And
but we've stopped even allowing that. Julian Edelman goes at Nick Wright on Twitter.
No,
we've stopped allowing there to be. I've always said the number one way you learn something is by someone really showing you by hand.
Yeah.
And instead of like people offering to do that now, they take people's jobs away. They denounce them. They make them, I don't know. I guess they cancel them. Like, I feel like, maybe it's better if someone says, I think you don't understand some things.
Dude, some people are racist and it's hard to get through there. And some people are just ignorant to it. And ignorant, I don't mean that
they're ignorant people, but they're ignorant about this thing.
Yes, I don't mean that in a negative way, right? So to me, Julian Edelman getting in there with Nick Cannon and Nick Cannon meeting with rabbis, that's education.
Right.
And so what that does is when you cancel him, you make him angry. He hates Jews more. It's their fault I lost my job.
Right.
And he perpetuates it. And instead of that, it stops there, hopefully. And a guy with a loud microphone can be like, hey, this is actually the way it is now.
Yeah.
There's some people I just don't think you reach. And by the way, from Cool Hand Luke, some people you just can't reach.
Oh yeah. So
you get what you had here last week.
Yeah.
But I think, man, that it's all about being able to sit down and talk to people.
Yeah.
Because canceling people doesn't do anything.
I think it's also losing some of its appeal, and it's making people really turn away from a lot of Hollywood. Yes. It's like, so wait, these people just cancel anyone who Like, and it's not in this instance, you know. I mean, this is, I mean, you know, it's like some of this seems pretty intense, but she must have felt for a long time like she can't say anything or
Yes.
she can't speak.
Look, I don't agree with a lot of the things that she's posted, and I don't think any of them mean that she should have been canceled off that show.
Yeah.
I just don't think that that's the right message to send. Again, when you're pushing a group of people underground because they think differently than you, that is dangerous. That's how you have uprisings. That's how you get a bunch of angry people fighting back. Because whether it's true or not, look, man, it's perception. Your perception of how things are your reality.
Right.
Whether it is reality or not, right? So if you have, say, 2 million people who feel like they're being persecuted, whether they are or they aren't, and being pushed under the ground, where they are or they aren't, it's going to bubble up. There's no way for it not to.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like we're going about this in the wrong way a lot of times. There's some people who do deserve to get canceled.
Oh yeah, I think there's some people who
Yeah.
are. Yeah, there's people who, you know, there's people all over the place that probably deserve. Probably definitely some sort of reprimanding,
Yes.
some sort of real
Yes.
action against them. You know. Hope you enjoyed that video, and you can watch another, and you can watch this one. You can watch this one. Different options, different choices. Some guy just brings you one option, not this guy. 2 options. Watch one. This one or this one.